It was America's Gilded Age, and throughout the 1890s, people across Europe and America were bicycle crazy. Gone was the penny-farthing high-wheel bicycle, replaced by the new safety models with equal-sized air-filled tires and the newly invented chain drive. Early women's rights advocates claimed the bicycle as a tool for their cause, providing women with more mobility and freedom than ever before. And clothing styles changed, making the bicycle more comfortable and safe. Riding the wave of this hubbub were two brothers in Dayton, Ohio. Orville and Wilbur Wright operated a bicycle shop and introduced their own line of safety bikes. But the Wright brothers had a loftier vision. They wanted to fly. Welcome to the Air and Space Museum of the Smithsonian. We're in the nation's capital, Washington, D.C. The Wright brothers made headlines at Kitty Hawk and opened up the skies. They demonstrated their Wright Flyer in Paris and other major cities. But they weren't alone in the air for long. Pilots and machines of varying designs began dotting the horizon across Europe and America. The Wright brothers built and demonstrated a viable military version of their plane, but American leaders didn't catch the vision. And when World War I erupted, it was German, British, and French airmen who demonstrated the versatility and promise of aerial combat. American aviation came to life in the civilian sector with Bill Boeing, Donald Douglas, and Jack Northrop and others designing and building planes to carry the mail and a few paying passengers. The museum also chronicles our need for speed, in the air and on the ground. Wiley Post, James Doolittle, Amelia Earhart, Roscoe Turner, Florence Pancho Barnes, and Louise Thatton are just a few of the notable aviators setting and punching through record speeds. The grand course of aviation technology and innovation ultimately led us to space.
When we send satellites to other planets, oftentimes we call them probes because we're poking the other planets.
Rockets, satellites, capsules, spacesuits, and the brave men and women who have breached the atmosphere to explore what was once limited to our imagination. And speaking of imagination, there's also room for light speed and warp drives. Come explore our fascination and history with flight, from balloons to X-wing fighters, at the National Air and Space Museum in Washington, D.C.